to shed more light on the participation of Foreign Minister Badr Abdel Aati in the activities of the African Union meetings in the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa and his meeting with the Egyptian community there. We are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Ambassador Mohamad Hegazy, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Mr. Ambassador, good day to you, sir.
Hello, how are you?
How are you, sir? Sir, very important meetings were taking place on the sidelines of Foreign Minister Badr Abdel Aati's participation in the activities of the African Union meetings in Addis Ababa. And of course, the meeting is under the agreement between the African Union and Italy. The significance of Egypt's participation in such an important meeting.
Thank you very much. The 39th African Summit, which was held over the past 2 days in Addis Ababa, was very significant as it comes in a very crucial time, makes our participation and this of Minister Badr Abdel Aati representing the head of state is of paramount importance. A couple of hours ago, the final statement or the final communique of the summit was issued in a way that shows the African consensus over the challenges and the way forward, so that the final declaration came without disputes or difference in views. We were all in concurrence with the challenges and the way that we should solve it, being it peace and security, in which Egypt was the president of the Peace and Security Council, and President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi addressed the council through a statement given by Minister Badr Abdel Aati, in which he identified the challenges and referring to security as an important impediment to development unless we curb on the ongoing differences and civil wars as well as the terrorist activities. Stability is key, as Minister Badr identified, to development. The theme of this 39th round of the African Summit came to address water issues and the integrated approach to water issues and sanitation, being it a very important prerequisite for the future of African development and the climate challenge. But most importantly, the situations that has been discussed in the Egyptian Court of the Peace and Security addressed to the summit conference was the identification of Somalia and Sudan as two of the most pressing challenges that African leaders should address. And in Sudan, they called for a ceasefire, humanitarian assistance, and opening of an overall dialogue, political dialogue between the parties. And I think we all understand that there is a clear condemnation to those who support instability in Africa and in Sudan.
Yes.
For Somal, they were a consensus over a refusal of the Israeli unilateral attempt to recognize Somaliland, part of the sovereign Somal territory, and a welcome to the UNISOM, which is the African Union force which Egypt is participating, and the call for the institutional building all over Africa, and hailing what the Somali government has made to restore back the institution as the institution building is key to stability, not only in Somalia but all over Africa. What really attracted me in this final communique was the call of the international community to recognize in the UN the state of Palestine and the condemnation of the compulsory expulsion of the Palestinian people, deportation to Egypt or to Jordan, is a red line to the African Union, as well as the sovereignty of the Palestinian people in the framework of the two-state solution. This support to Palestine came in a very important moment. But let me also raise an issue with you, which is the need for multilateralism. We saw in Addis Ababa an important international gathering from Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, as well as many ministers from Europe as well, means that the international community is recognizing the need to support each other and the need for international institutions, particularly the UN and the African Union, as a tool to return back to the sense of community and multilateralism.
Indeed. Mr. Ambassador, how do you see the future of cooperation between the African Union and Italy?
Well, it was not only Italy, but Italy signed truly, as you said in the report, an agreement with the African Union. Very important indeed. And this very important point is related to what I have concluded my comment, which is the need to multilateralism, the need for Africa, the importance of the African Union, the support that Europe, being our direct and historical neighbor in Africa, who knows better how to cooperate with the continent and support our institutions. I think this is an important agreement. Italy has a lot to offer to Africa as well as England. You may also note the presence of the UK Secretary of State for Africa, who also met Dr. Badr Abdelati and hosted many meetings. The feel I had after this, after follow-up this very important summit, is that it comes in a very crucial moment. Egypt was very important player in all discussions that we had security, and this is water, because the theme, as I said, is the integrated approach to water resources, and Egypt has identified the importance of the legal aspect of dealing of the common heritage, and the international rivers like the Nile has to be managed by the will of all, not to the interests of one party.
Yes, indeed. Ambassador Mohamad Hegazy, former Assistant Foreign Minister, thank you so much for your precious input, sir. It was a pleasure.